clip came from a volunteer cleanup group documenting illegal dumping. As they filmed themselves collecting trash, one of the members lifted a garbage bag from the ground. At that moment, something appeared inside the bag, a human head. It was brief, almost too quick to notice, but unmistakable. When the camera moved again, the head was gone. The group believed that a lingering spirit might have been trapped in the place where its body was discarded, still wandering among the waste left behind by uncaring hands, trying to reveal the cruelty it endured. A group of friends spent their weekend playing near a rocky coastline, laughing as they filmed each other. One of them pointed toward the sea, joking while showing a mosquito that had landed on his arm. But behind him, something else moved, something no one noticed at the time. When the footage was reviewed, a figure appeared behind the wave breaker. A pale face peeked out from the water, watching them from just beyond the rocks. From the volume of its long hair, it resembled the spirit of a woman. The location had experienced many accidents over the years, and it seemed that someone who never made it back to shore was still lingering beneath the surface. The next clip came from a man who found an old video while sorting through home recordings from years ago. During a trip to Hokkaido, he and his friends had stopped at a farm. Excited, they filmed the cows wandering across the fields. At first, nothing seemed strange. But deep in the background, beyond the fence, a shadowy figure could be seen. A woman-like shape staggered through the tall grass, blending unnaturally with the scenery. When they looked closer, they noticed something even more unsettling. Between the cow's legs, the camera caught what looked like the lower half of a human body. The uploader said he barely remembered the trip, but the presence captured on the tape seemed to have remained in the fields long after. In another old video, a crew visited an abandoned building for a location shoot. The atmosphere inside was damp and heavy. Water dripped from the ceiling even though the structure was made of concrete. As they explored the rooms, the floors shook with age, and the staircase groaned beneath their feet. When they reached the upper level, one of them called out in alarm that they thought they saw someone.
Oh. いいじゃん。雰囲気は夏やね。雰囲気はありますよね。そうね。そっちなんですか。 タイヤでどうぞ。あ一応行けんですか。ゴミ置き場みたいな。でもなんか水漏れできてますよ、コンクリなのに。階段。折れてますよこれ。ほらちょっとやめた方がいいんじゃないですか。すげえ揺れてますよだってこれ。もうね、ここはいけそうじゃないですか。何の廃墟なんですかね。なんだろうね。調べてないの？調べてすいません。
Upon reviewing the footage, a figure could indeed be seen appearing and disappearing at the top of the staircase. The body orientation changed between sightings, confirming it wasn't a trick of the light. Another clip showed a video chat between a woman and her friend. Years ago, this footage suddenly went viral online, even though neither of them remembered ever uploading it. As they talked about money, work, and their frustrations, nothing appeared out of place. But behind the woman, something strange happened.
褒められたことじゃないかもしれないよ、人からしたら。ね。だけど、そのさ、音ね、飲み物取ってくる。はい。
They drifted up and down, appearing and vanishing between the light and the darkness. When the footage was sent to a TV station for analysis, the staff couldn't explain it. A CCTV camera captured a woman sleeping peacefully in her room. In the middle of the night, her blanket began to move slowly, deliberately being pulled away from her body. A camping creator known as Maman set up his tent deep in the forest. The night was calm until faint knocking and rustling surrounded his campsite. Inside the tent, he tried to ignore the sounds until a floating figure appeared behind him. It hovered silently, illuminated only by the dim light of his camera. Completely unaware of the presence only inches behind him, he continued recording, never realizing the spirit had been inside his campsite the entire time. While driving down a deserted road, a group of friends spotted a pale figure standing at the roadside. It resembled a woman dressed in white. When they stopped the car to investigate, she disappeared.
Lihat jaraknya jauh-jauh. Kayak kanan jalan kono cewekku. Emang bener-bener nggak dipakai nih. Dalamnya udah.
Nah, mereka pun berhenti dan saat dia menoleh ke belakang, sosok tersebut
Bagian dari mereka.
Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim.
One of them stepped out, calling into the darkness. The moment he turned, the figure reappeared behind him, closer, clearer, and unmistakably real. Deep inside a forest hut, a hunter from Kalimantan tried spending the night with his friend. After burning incense and fermented paste, hoping to draw out whatever lived there, he heard faint cries coming from the tree line. Moments later, stones crashed onto the roof. When he stepped outside, the camera caught Ida, an eerie figure standing far away, gazing at him.
Kita ditimpuk baru. Astagfirullahaladzim.
They returned to the hut, but the entity wasn't done. More noises erupted from outside, followed by another chilling sight, the pale figure still watching them, refusing to leave. Paranormal team entered one of the most haunted houses in the region. Using a detection device, they scanned each room. The deeper they went, the louder the device screamed, a signal that something was watching them from the shadows. At the staircase, the alarm blared violently. A dark figure suddenly appeared, forcing them to run in terror as the device continued shrieking.
Que isso? Luan! Nossa, ficou de novo, mano. Peraí! Luan! Olha a resposta, Júlio, olha a resposta. Opa! Olha aqui, mano. Que isso? Não, Luan! Vou perguntar mais uma vez. O rei do gado deixou algum tesouro pela... Gente, mano, na hora que eu... Meu Deus! Vai subir!
In an old house rumored to be inhabited by Kuyang, a hunter recorded a woman performing a strange ritual. She held her head as though it were detached, rocking gently as if preparing for transformation. When he returned the next day, he attempted to interact with her. Moments later, her form shifted, her head separating from her body as she turned into a Kuyang before his eyes.
Ibu Sinta.
Hottie Adventure traveled to an old house hidden in the forest, abandoned for years. The building was filled with sudden noises, objects falling on their own, echoes from empty rooms, and faint footsteps. When he entered one of the rooms, a pale female figure appeared directly in front of him. As his flashlight hit the figure, it vanished instantly. Later, during the night, another apparition appeared in the distance, watching him from the darkness, as though guarding the ruins.
Perasaan saya nggak enak. Saan terkukir? Tidak ada yang ngawasi saya, teman-teman. Tiba-tiba hawanya panas.
Another hunter entered an abandoned plantation where the owner had long been terrorized by apparitions. The forest was silent at first, until he heard a strange laugh echoing from deep within the trees.
Astagfirullah.
As he approached, a white figure appeared directly ahead of him. He fled in fear, whispering prayers as the entity continued to follow.
Dan, teman-teman. Allahu Akbar.
Later, on his way home, the same spirit blocked his path, crying, standing inches from him, refusing to let him pass. Every prayer he uttered made the air colder, as though the spirit was reacting to his fear.
Astagfirullah, pergi. Ya Allah, pergi. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullah. Kayaknya mau padat. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
One night, a ghost hunter returned alone to a plantation he once investigated. Local workers often reported seeing dark and pale figures wandering between the trees. At first, everything seemed normal. But soon, strange noises surrounded him, soft footsteps, the sound of something leaping, and whispers carried by the wind. He pointed his flashlight toward the darkness as the camera struggled to focus. Then, a figure appeared in the distance, tall and unmoving, staring straight at him. The sounds grew louder, circling him, and panic overcame him. He whispered prayers as footsteps and eerie cries echoed from every direction, as if something unseen was closing in.
Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allah.
On a haunted road, a hunter attempted to cross a path known for apparitions. The moment he pointed his camera forward, the lens blurred on its own. A black figure sat by the roadside, its shape unmoving yet unmistakably human. As he approached, the camera refused to focus. The figure remained visible only as a dark silhouette, watching him from the edge of the path as he whispered prayers into the night.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Apa itu? Hitam. Allahu Akbar.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.